This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
Stuff went numb that shouldn't go numb, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what is going on?
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
And co-host Marney Winfield.
It was kind of an awkward thing. He's like, would you guys want to come along? Can you get away to come to the island? I'm like, yeah, we just got back from there.
It is October 7th, 2022. My name is Corey Winfield.
My name's Marney Winfield.
Welcome to 217 Recovery Podcast. I was talking about when we were riding bicycles back on the island. Mm-hmm. That's what we do when we're sober. Take trips.
Ride bikes.
Ride bicycles. And yeah, it's been a minute since I rode a bicycle. And next thing I know, some stuff that shouldn't go numb started going numb. Had me worried quite a bit. Of course, we're still trying for children, you know, and from what I've read in books and when I was told, I'm going to need those. And when like they start going numb, it'll freak you out. So just clarify if people ever like, what is it? What?
It's temporary.
Yeah. Or you just keep pushing on, man. More practice. Now, so yeah, it is. It's a Friday. We didn't do a podcast last night. Sometimes we don't do them. That's how we take our recovery now. No, we do. You know, we're just so busy right now, and it's nice to sit down and actually do a podcast instead of, hey, let's just go in there and do it in 10 minutes and knock it out and get out and go to bed, which back in the early days, I had to do. I had to do it regardless. If it was just a 5-minute, 10-minute podcast, sometimes we just had to do that. But now, sober life keeps me pretty sober. So, yeah. But you just admitted something to me that I didn't even know before we got married.
What?
Now, I don't judge you. I don't think differently of you. But you just said, I couldn't have a job where I just baked all day. Because you like baking.
I love baking.
But you're just saying, no, I couldn't do it because it takes the fun out of it. Like if you had to do it as a job.
Right. And that's one of the things, because circling back, I think I've always enjoyed it. It lost fun when I was in active addiction. It was my priorities were all messed up. I was never even in situations where it was even possible for me to do that, really. And so it's kind of like a celebratory thing, like me celebrating my recovery. Like this is fun for me, you know, and it doesn't necessarily need to be an event or anything in particular that I'm doing it for. Making pies. I like making pies, apple pie and cookies and like stuff like that. I don't get
nice
too.
To keep me fat.
I don't make like crazy stuff like souffles or like anything,
That's all
meringues or nothing like that.
Yeah, nobody liked those
Just
things.
straight up, Betty Crocker kind of stuff, and it's fun for me. But then I was like, we're going to see my mom tomorrow, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make this, and then I was also thinking about it. I was like, I'm gonna make, because I'm at the store and I'm realizing how much like baked goods cost. I'm like, this is insane, man. Like, it's flour, sugar, butter, egg. Like, why is this like $12 for 6 cookies? Like, this is stupid. I'll make these bitches when I get back. So, excuse my language, and I did, I'm like, so that was kind of determined. I was like, I'm gonna go do this,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, I know.
so then I'm just like, I'm exhausted. This is tiring. Then you got to clean up after it all and all that stuff. So, but it's still fun. It's still enjoyable. I just came in here. I'm like, I'm beat from that.
Well, yeah, but if you had it as a job, I've never been a baker. I don't know. But it seems like everything would be laid out and you would just kind of go through the day. But it seems like time management is very crucial in the bakery world. And they have to get up early too, like super early.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I had a girl
mad props.
that I was in when I was in varsity soccer, and her part-time job, because when you're in high school, you can't, you have to work either like after school or on weekends. And she got this job at our local bakery. And so she had to be at work at 4:00 in the morning on Saturday mornings.
Oh, Saturday morning. That's not too bad.
Yeah. No, she didn't do.
I thought you were saying before she went to school. I'm like,
I bet you she could have, but I was like, no. I'm not doing that.
did she get free donuts and stuff?
Yeah. I think everybody that
Worth
works
it.
at bakeries gets free donuts.
Did you ever hit her up?
No.
Can you sneak me out on Long John?
No. No.
Give me a bear claw.
I mean, I would see her when we go in there because there was only one bakery in my hometown that now is gigantic, and probably there's like 5 bakeries and Starbucks and all that crap now. But back in the day, it's a quaint little
city that has a pool in their school.
It never had a pool. Didn't have a pool before when I was there.
Well, we didn't have a football field.
We had a recreation center that opened when I was a freshman in high school. And it was literally on the cusp of being in Ann Arbor. So it wasn't even in Saline. And you had to pay money to go there. And it was an indoor pool. It wasn't outdoor.
Walk 8 blocks to what they called the football field, and just had like lawn chairs and stuff out there for people to sit in, and a track around it that was supposed to be for running, but it wasn't good enough, so that it would never let you run track there. I'm just saying, where I grew up was a lot different.
I think your little town is cute.
I think it's cute too that they went and built a brand new football stadium behind the school, and now they don't have a varsity football team.
Is there not enough students?
Nobody wants to play that. They had a junior varsity team that if nobody moves away, they might be able to play in like 2 years or something.
Is that one of those Field of Dreams things?
I don't know, man.
I mean, that's pretty encouraging. Like, hey, who wants to play football? There's a brand new field you can be on.
You'd think.
But maybe someday. Be positive.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Well, back in the day, like, and then was it late 70s, desegregation was brought to people's attention in Southwest Michigan, Coloma and Eau Claire. They border Benton Harbor, and Benton Township is the township of Benton Harbor. And I guess kids were getting picked up in Benton Township, and they were getting brought to Coloma, and they were like, wait a minute. Like, why is this going on? And Benton Harbor is 99% African-American, and all the cities around it are 99% Caucasian. So they're like, wait a minute, hold on a minute, what's going on? So Coloma and Eau Claire were part of this desegregation lawsuit, and I'm glad they were. In 1981 is when they started busing students from Benton Harbor in. And I think it was supposed to go both ways, where Caucasian kids would go to Benton Harbor, but that didn't happen. And that ended in 2001. So for me growing up there, though, I thought it was great. You
mean went back to like the strict township lines?
No, it went back to, they don't bus them because the school of choice popped up, and the state was like, yeah, we are paying a lot of money, aren't we? Well, school of choice. So if you want your kid to go there, you can drive them.
Oh, okay.
So they stopped busing. But I don't know. I think it kind of hurts people, really, if you think about it. Like going to school with someone who's different than you. I remember we would play sports and basketball, like kids from Stevensville and St. Joe, we'd play them, and they'd bring signs and be like, go Benton Harbor B team. And playing baseball, we'd have some racial stuff thrown at us, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, that's my teammate, bro. And just growing up with people, going to school. And, I heard some horror stories from some of the kids too. I remember this one kid named Ira. He would tell me about how his dad like disappeared or something. Like, I don't know, like he ended up living in his living situations and stuff. And it was pretty interesting. Pretty scary, and then I'd walk my little white ass home like, hey, what do you mean I can't have ice cream till after dinner? But I mean, wait, hold on. I had to go churn the ice cream machine by hand because I was so poor, and we
milking the cows.
We couldn't afford a cow. Sometimes I go to milk the neighbor's cow to try to slide a little into our fridge. That's all I could do as an 8-year-old boy.
I think your little town is adorable.
Yeah, it's all right. We got a movie theater. That was pretty cool. That was always fun.
We didn't have a movie theater.
As a kid. See, if I was like my parents, I would have been sending my ass to movies every weekend. Like, go see a double feature. Mommy and Daddy busy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's talk about recovery stuff then, since we're not talking about other things anymore. So big props to the Lions again. Now I'm trying to figure out, because they gave us 15 tickets, and I'm like, I want everybody in the world to go, but 15 tickets run out. So I'm like trying to hit people up, and I don't know. We're going to do something with Addiction Treatment Services, I believe. And
A raffle.
yeah, they're going to have some stuff or a lottery or whatever they want to call it. But not really a raffle. You're not going to buy money.
Oh, yeah.
You're not
So
gonna
it isn't
put
a
money in.
raffle.
No.
Lottery.
Yeah, just a drawing is what I like to refer to it. So the lottery, you got to have a lottery license.
Yeah, I never really thought about there's details about all those things. Drawing. Yep.
Yeah. Register to win.
There you go.
Yeah, but yeah, it was very cool. The Lions. I'm very excited about that, and it's just going to be a fun trip. We're going on the 30th. The Lions take on the Miami Dolphins, and it's just to show people in early recovery that we can have fun sober. Like we can go to a game, we can tailgate, we can throw some brats and some dogs on the grill and just have a good time. Drinking Arnold Palmer's, Gatorade,
Energy drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Life is good. But yeah, thanks again to them. And more details, if you're in the Traverse City area and you go to meetings at Addiction Treatment Services, like at their facility at 1010 South Garfield, they do have meetings there. I know Justin, he holds one, kind of like a 217 recovery meeting on Thursday nights at 7. And that's more of a all recovery kind of thing. It's not AA, it's not NA, it's like living in recovery.
Living in recovery, yeah.
Yeah, and we just kind of talk about our lives, and it's like an in-person version of this podcast, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, but Justin does that, and I think I almost said his wife.
Almost wife.
Now, I wonder if they're listening, and if she hears that and goes, oh, and he hears that and goes, oh, or if they both hear it and go, oh.
I think they're both embracing the whole concept. I probably would have started doing that if we were engaged longer.
Anyway, I think April does it with him. The
My hubby or whatever. Oh, I thought you were talking about her calling him her husband.
I switched back.
Okay.
To the conversation.
See, you're way ahead of me here.
I'm all over. And tomorrow, I'm kind of nervous. I want to start making really, really awesome kick-ass videos of people, because we've done the spotlights, and I didn't do one in September. I liked yours. I did not like, well, I liked them all. They're not meant to be movies. They're just meant to be like 5-10 minutes long about people just saying how their life has changed now and what it's like now. But the Adams, the video quality is what I'm talking about. And it's all my fault. Like the whole art to it. I screwed it up big time. The things he said were amazing. And we're going to do his again. I want to do yours again too. But now that I bought a camera, like a real nice one. I have more lights. I got rid of that cheesy ass background, and I've watched a lot of videos about lighting and recording and what to do. And I got a different lens, and I'm just so excited to do it. But then I want you to do it, and you said you've already done it. So I guess I'm going to do mine.
Yeah.
But I don't think I look good enough to be on film.
Oh my gosh, honey. So yeah, you can't have all these other people have to step up and do it, and you need to do your spotlight too.
But it's not about me.
It's not about me either. It's about all of us. Yeah. So it is about you, and it is about me. It's about all of us. So it'll be great.
But aren't people going to go, oh yeah, look at Adams and he's got that background? And
no, because it was
Corey's
learning.
Looks awesome.
Because it's a learning curve, and this is what life's all about.
I just don't know if I should be the first one.
Is getting better at these whole things, and they will be. And anybody who wants to be in Recovery Spotlight, email Corey.
Yes, please do.
At Corey@217recovery.com.
Yep.
And say, hey, I want to be next month's Spotlight.
Yeah, or I know somebody who you might want to talk to ask if they would be.
Yeah. So if all you were like, oh, I would, but I'm scared, it's not scary. It's just really simple questions, and you're already doing it. So it's just reflecting on what you're already doing.
I think that's what makes me nervous.
What?
You know how people, they tell me, I'm going to start a podcast. Will you help me? And I'm like, yeah. And then I start helping them, and then they never start it. Or they do 1 or 2 or 3, and then they just stop. But it's that doing it. It's the hard. Like, I would rather film it. I would rather have someone else in the chair And I think it's that
Obviously.
that afraid to fail kind of thing.
Like all the times when I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And you're like, just do it. We're going to do it tomorrow. And I'm like, can we not? And you're like, no, we're going to do it. Okay. And then I think you ended up having to like bribe me somehow.
Probably.
Or probably something. Or like, okay, tomorrow or the day after. Like it was an option. Anyway, we're going to do your spotlight and then everyone else, come on down.
Hit me up.
Let's
For real.
do it.
I just don't want people, and that's what it is. I'm afraid that people are going to judge me or something. And I don't want people thinking like, oh, now when you do yours, you have the nice camera and you got 2 different filming angles and you got good lighting and, oh, okay.
What? How many? It's me and Adam and Tyrone
And Justin.
and Justin. I think we're all okay with
I'll
it.
film all theirs again. I told Tyrone I wanted to film his again and Justin's too. I don't think I told Justin that, but if he's listening with his wife.
Well, in recovery, we're supposed to support each other, right? And this movie stuff or videoing, all that is something that you're learning. And I think that we should celebrate that you're getting better at it. Nobody takes offense to
The last video I
Your
did
previous-
sucked. Adam was great, but just if you watch it, go to it's on our app, it's on our YouTube, but you can go and watch it. It's
and
Adam's
next,
video.
you're
and
too hard on yourself.
what he
because it
says is awesome, but I just, and I'm taking this art class and I'm just like, oh, that's why I hated it. Because it doesn't make sense. And I like something in my brain was like, doesn't make sense.
I think we'll be okay. We'll just, from here on out, it'll be different.
Yeah, mine will be awesome. Everybody else's sucked. Mine will be pretty kick-ass looking.
That's what's up, you know what I'm saying?
See, I don't want people to think that I'm thinking that. Because I'm not. I just said that being a jerk, but all right, don't judge me. When you watch it, don't judge me. Unless you would say, damn, that does look pretty cool. The lighting on that is so awesome. He must have been watching hours of YouTube videos while his wife sleeps.
Because he has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you got to do. So I'm excited. I'm nervous. But we'll do it. And
So that'll be up on Sunday,
whoa.
right?
Wow, yeah.
Oh, wait, because you have to edit it and all that.
What?
Next week.
Yeah.
Sometime next week.
Yeah, I'd say we'll just put a date on it next week sometime.
Okay.
Next Tuesday, I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
Because it depends. You know, I was thinking about doing, they call it B-roll or something like that. I don't know. Just learning.
Okay.
Where they film like people's hands and feet and signs and trees and paper. So like when I'm talking, I will say, yeah, my beautiful wife, Marney. And it'll show like you coming down from heaven or whatever, you know.
Oh, the stuff you come up with.
The other part, the B-roll stuff, I got to do that too. And our board member, Ron, Mr. Kramer, he doesn't ever want to hang out with me and play cameras. Because I text him, I swear, once every couple days, and I'm like, play cameras today. And then 2 days later, he'll text me back, see the Lions or Tigers, or it'll be something about baseball. Aaron Judge hit the home run. I'm like, yeah, he's the 7th person to hit number 62. Good for him. They're acting like it's the first person that's ever done it. He's not. He was number 7. You want to play cameras? And then I just don't hear back. I'm like, oh, this guy doesn't like me.
He does like you.
Well, he's on our board.
No.
So I'm really going to need him to like me.
We're going to see him tomorrow.
We're going to play cameras.
You're going to play cameras.
So look for that coming soon. If you don't have the app, you can get it. It's free. I don't send out too many crazy things. You know, I do send out notifications. And if you have the app and you're like, I never get those, make sure you go and enable the notifications. Because when we do podcasts, like when we get done with this one, we're going to send it out. Boom, new podcast.
Are you doing Discord
Yeah.
again?
Yep.
Okay.
And I got to interview a guy. I don't really want to say interview. I'm going to chat with a guy. He has a podcast. It's called Addiction and the Family.
Okay.
I thought, okay, that's straight. I don't remember what city he lives in. I think it's west somewhere, Utah maybe, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Maine. I know, totally different direction, but I don't know. But we're going to chat. And I'll probably publish that on Sunday. Extra something to listen to. But just the title, Addiction and the Family, I think he's, I want to say, social worker case. Again, I don't have his stuff pulled up. And
Well, you'll find all that out when you post it.
Yeah, but he works at a facility, I think, too.
Okay.
And it looked like him and his wife do their podcast. So I thought, yeah. I listened to a little bit of it, totally different from this one. It might be more of somebody's style. I don't know.
It makes sense.
Well, maybe.
Just kidding.
Yeah, they might have more structure and stuff that they're talking about, but it's way different. Some people might like that. Some people might prefer this. It doesn't matter. So I'm looking forward to it. His name's Casey. So maybe Marney will sit in on that one.
Sure.
Okay, we'll see. Because football will be going on, so you'll be.
Oh, that's right.
Probably all ready for
I'm
that.
busy.
Man, Russell Wilson sucks. I'm sorry, but.
So much so that you said you couldn't sleep last night because you kept dreaming about it.
Well, he was. Because I dropped him from my team. Because that's what smart people do.
That's what's up, you know what I'm saying?
And
John picked him up. That's not what smart people do. John started him last night. But so I dropped him. I'm thinking, all right, I don't have to worry about his stupid ass anymore. No. He still affects my team. Because I have Cortland Sutton, who's his wide receiver, who he kept throwing the ball over his head. So I can't get away from this guy. And then I have Denver's kicker and Denver's defense. Denver's defense is doing great. Kicker, he got one blocked. But every time he was about to kick again, Russell Wilson would throw an interception. And then his last interception led to more points for Indianapolis, which hurt my defense. It brought them their points down. And my kicker couldn't get points because they can't score a touchdown. And he'd throw an interception before they could kick the field goal. So I'm like, Russell Wilson, I hate you. Why don't they just let me cook, man? I want to be somewhere they're going to let me cook. Well, it's because you suck. That's why nobody wants to let you cook, Russell. Remember the Super Bowl? He's probably not listening. I doubt he's in recovery. The Super Bowl. That's all I got to say. And it was funny because the game on Thursdays, they're on Amazon Prime. And one of the guys who, hopefully he's in recovery, he was a cornerback. And he played for the Seahawks, and Russell Wilson threw 2 interceptions or whatever, and then one damn near at the very end of the game. And he's like, man, that brought back memories because of the Russell Wilson throwing the interception at the end of the game that let Tom Brady get another ring. And he was like, too soon, man, because one guy was like, what are you talking about playing with them, and he's like, too soon, man, I still can't talk about it. You could tell him and the rest of that whole team, I think, were just so pissed.
yeah.
And I think they hold big-time resentments against Russell Wilson for that. Because they had that game won. All they had to do was run the ball. Nope, Russell Wilson throws, interception, game over.
I'm surprised that you actually picked him up ever because of that.
I didn't have no beef. I just thought, hey, he's going to do good. And all the smack he was talking, he just couldn't back it up. But if you have Russell Wilson, I'm sorry. Why do you still have him? Get him off your team. Even if in 5 weeks he has a good game, trust me, it's not worth it. You might as well go get Carson Wentz if you want to play that game. No thanks. I'm riding with Goff.
Yep.
I play you next week, so I'm going to try to get my first win. My team is 0-4. What's your record?
4-0.
4-0. Yeah, we're at the different spectrum. You're the only undefeated. I'm the only person who hasn't won. So as a family, we're 4-4.
Yeah.
It's like our credit reports,
Oh my God.
It's not that I bring you down, honey. I just make us level.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how that works? Mm-hmm. And you said, till death do us part.
I sure did.
That's how you do it, guys. You make them pancakes, make a chicken dish and name it after them. I don't know what else.
All good things. All winning. All winners.
My life is good today, though. And thanks for listening, though. I think that's pretty much all I have. I'm just going to wrap it up and see what else you're going to bake in there. But yeah, get the app, Discord, Sunday at 10. I think you were mentioning church, so we'll see about that. But I'll send out, last week I said I was going to send out a push notification to your phone saying, hey, we're live on Discord. But I think this week too, I might just do a podcast from it so people that are in the Discord can jump on the podcast with us. We've talked about doing that. So
you're going to have it at 10 or is it 10:30 or does it matter?
I think 10. Why? But I don't know. That we'll play that by ear, but I'll send out a notification though.
Okay.
And then once you join Discord, when we do the live stuff, it'll send a notification to your phone like, hey, the 217 recovery stage is starting.
Okay.
So, thank you.
All right, thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Enjoy your weekend.
Well, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
And we got a movie to review. Good one.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. We hope you come back for our next episode.